roll me say a nature check. You're good with those, right?
Okay. Do I... Hold on. Right, so...
Is it for these zombie things?
Yes, because picking right back up, Cal was about to start disposing of them, and Malik ran up and was like, "No, no, 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 no."
No.
I think
Well-
undead are a different check.
I think they might be Arcana.
Okay, give us an Arcana.
I said might, I don't know. But anywho, before I do any of that, I will snap my
Religion.
fingers and... Religion. Fuck,
That's
what I
terrible.
missed. And I'll snap my fingers and have an unseen Malik appear to give me
Oh, right.
advantage.
So he can cut his time down. I forget he does that.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not gonna make just one, but I'm gonna make two.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Bryony pretty much thinks she's starting to hallucinate, and she's just gonna start crying quietly.
Are they visible?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they're
Oh,
like
they're not? Oh, they're
translucent.
unseen. Okay.
Yeah, they're like translucent little Maliks.
Oh, I thought that
Okay.
meant like they can't see anything other than what you tell them to. That's interesting.
All right. Well,
How blind
Malik,
servants.
to harvest them, yes, you would roll the religion check. But before that, roll me a nature check. Unless you think
Okay.
medicine would be better for you.
They're the same. But what is this for? Because if it's for harvesting, then
I don't have to tell you.
advantage.
I don't have to tell you.
That's true. That is true.
I need to know if it's harvesting or not, because then I have advantage.
It's not harvesting. That's why you're not rolling
Okay.
religion.
Okay.
So roll it.
Okay.
That's excellent. Okay, so
Nice,
you can
yeah.
roll your religion with advantage, whatever the thing is for harvesting. But first, you looked over it, and you can see that it is.
Fuck.
Well, the nature check reveals that it is quickly losing its potency as acid. As it kind of it's
Okay.
also, by the way, still raining out. So
Oh, God.
I mean, it's been raining since the previous night. And so that's kind of dripping and splattering it and washing it all over the deck. So I'll be honest with you, I think that would have made you just have a regular roll with no advantage on your religion.
Didn't really change much.
No, also these are not the money. The money is this big old green dragon, which fortunately Ren stopped Arthur from tearing apart. Although I can't say that it is 100% undamaged. You guys did fuck him up, and Cal spilled his guts all over the deck, if you recall.
It was a great moment.
It was awesome.
So yeah, Malik, just do a regular religion check. The rain and the conditions are gonna cancel out your advantage.
Okay. Then I would... I mean, just one of the rolls then. Just 12 or 14. Same. Just make another one if you want to, but those probably be better than what the fuck that was.
All right.
That's
Well,
true.
the body is dissolved into a sort of gelatin state. All of the fleshy parts, all that's left is the skeleton, which, as I was telling the folks before, is got the consistency of rotten twigs. There is nothing of any value in any of the piles of ooze, but I am picturing you with I don't know, elbow-length gloves, like doing the Ellie Sattler from Jurassic Park, where she's digging through the giant piles of shit.
Yeah.
I do, however, want some dragon scales.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Harvest.
Well, that's a whole other issue. And now as you were digging through these revolting acid zombie corpses, the second mate had come up. He was was on his night shift. Also on the deck has he was sleeping, in other words. Him and the captain were. And a bunch of other sailors have come aboard.
Yeah, there's some dead bodies and stuff.
Right. So they're, kind of gasping over that and the horror of all of this. Your Earth Elemental is just standing there on top. It's the crack it put in the deck of the ship.
No. That's bound to happen. Look at the thing we killed. In the last two guys, that's a win in my book.
There goes the Earth Elemental. Okay.
I'll weakly raise my wrist and like suck him back up into the bracelet. So
Would you
he's
like to
gone for
try
the
a-
day, but
Would you like to try a half-hearted deception check to see if you pull this off and they're so distracted by the bodies that they don't make the connection between your Earth Elemental and once again the somewhat large hole he put in the deck?
happy to. But she honestly, if they catch her out, which they have, she won't make much efforts to deny what happened. But definitely just give weak apologies, though point out there was a dragon and now it's dead. So I feel like we're squared up. But I'll toss
Well-
you a couple of gold. So
Well, the good news is he does not even confront you about it anyway. So they do notice, but again, they're more horrified about the corpses and, hopefully now that Malik has done searching them, they can clean all that shit up. Hey, Malik,
yeah, somebody bring a shovel.
are you done with it?
I mean, I guess there's nothing really worth taking.
All right.
I sure as fucking clean that up, though. That's not my job. I'm sorry to cut things up.
Essence.
Yeah, I don't have precipitation. You're funny.
You're a bastard, Malik.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I mean, no, of course, I know that you are a bastard, but main event. All right, Gwendolyn was already standing here while you were searching through the goo bodies because she's like, hey, I'm getting a scale. All right. Is that correct, Gwendolyn?
Yes.
All right. Well, here's the thing. This is a massive body, and it will take, 4 hours is the regular amount. I think we could say 2 hours with his unseen.
Gobbledygook.
Could we knock it down
Yes.
to 1 if I help?
Well, you would be doing your own investigation on some portion of the carcass that Malik isn't working on. So you would, to get your own scale, because Malik's going to take whatever he can get. So
Mhm.
that's the only way to do it is everybody goes at it. Anyone else who wants in? It's going to be very difficult for all of you. And the other thing to keep in mind is Malik has tools. He's got Tinker's tools proficiency and Alchemist tools proficiency. And he's also got multi-purpose, demon claws that could do all sorts of tool purposes if need be.
Yar.
What kind of tools have you got, Quinlan?
I'm looking right now. Hold on.
I don't think the
I think
thieves'
I
tools
think
will.
the answer is probably nothing.
A giant fuck off axe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, here's the thing: if all you're trying to do is get a scale, then I'll make you. You'll have a slightly lower DC on your roll, and that's the only thing that you can get from it. And
yeah, that's the
something
only
like
Well, that would
that.
be helpful.
Yeah, well, you're not going to need a scalpel for something like that. We can say you use the edge of your good axe to pry it off or something.
Yeah, to skin it.
Well, it's more like
Hack it.
prying off a giant piece of armor, sort of thing.
Right.
All right.
Roll
Well,
a D1
Malik.
for that.
Well, it's dragons count as nature, I believe. Right?
I think it's nature. Yeah,
Oh,
I believe
Because
at least.
I got
thing
it
right here. Yeah, it's nature.
I'm
Yeah, I got a thing.
Ooh,
Ooh.
crispy.
Outstanding.
Nice.
You get 2 dragon scales. I will.
Yay.
That's a natural 20, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'll post the thingies, and then I got to go back to that same page so I can. All right. So Malik, we already addressed tools. You are going to have your nature check. You can. It's not an acid body that's going to get washed away by the rain, so you're not going to take a disadvantage. Now you are going to be doing a real proper roll, and your DC Well, roll your nature check. If you want to do anything to pump up your shit, you better do it. Unless you want to blow an action point
the
on
jams. Sorry.
that too.
Did you get advantage on this one?
Oh, right. Sorry. I was telling someone they were kind of stupid.
I'm right here, buddy.
Yeah.
You can tell it to my
What
face.
about you? No.
Oh.
Well, that was poopy pants.
It was not a very good roll, goodness.
Happens all the time with Malik. I don't know why.
Bad luck.
Well, even your good one is still within the range of a mishap. We will describe that in just 1 second. Hold on.
That's bad. I need to chill out and make myself think again.
All right. So what you got was 2 green dragon scales, Winland.
Ooh.
I'm putting it in the thingy. Chat. Session info.
Very good.
Hold on 1 second. You got 2 of them, but you would need a total of 20 to make a actual suit of armor out of it. But definitely
Oh.
cool souvenirs.
I mean, how long would it take for me to get 20 of them?
I mean, I'm not trying to fight any more of those dragons anytime soon, so chill out. Chill out. Might as
You
well
know
buy
what?
some at that point.
You know what? Roll 2 d8s.
Oh,
Then we will say that the total that you got was 9. You got 9 dragon scales, and you just chopped off all the scales. Sorry, Malik. That's going to be off the plate.
Okay.
Because his mishap happens next. Give me 1 second to just refresh my memory on. It's not going to explode, just because I'm vain and I'd want to go with an idea that I came up with.
well, I regret having given it to you in the first place. Then these people are never giving us another ride.
Oh, wah, wah. All loot is lost. All right, Malik. Well, it's lucky that she gets her go real quick chopping off that scales, because you go in there and you start just poking around, pulling out interesting stuff. You're like, oh, this wing, these fangs, all this stuff could be great, and you end up bursting a big vat of acid. Now, let me ask you: those unseen servants, do they disappear when they take damage?
They have like 1 hit point. Yes.
Yes. All right, say goodbye to them. The true Malik. Yes. Malik, roll me a dexterity savings throw. Yes, you can use your con instead because of your ability.
Yeah, some little funny cheesy guy.
And you get +4 because you're within 10 feet of me.
Oh yeah, and my other thing too is that's +3, so that's like 20 something.
It's /R, right? Or R/.
Yeah.
/R.
And it's a forward slash.
Nobody ever uses the other slash. Ooh, yikes. So you take 11 acid damage from that mishap, and you kind of come walking out of the corpse, looking like a Looney Tunes character. The dynamite went off in your face. Except it's
Seamus
acid.
Finnegan blowing up that thing in the Great Hall. I just watched them.
You're kind of and you're kind of steaming from the poisonous vapor, which of course doesn't affect you. But by the way, as you start digging around, the captain's like, "What is he doing? This is going to take hours." I mean, he's been in there for an hour. Like, what is going on? You guys need to get this disgusting thing out of here. He's talking to when he says that you guys got to get this disgusting thing out of here. He is talking to his crew. He's not trying to boss you guys around. For the record.
Thank goodness, because I'll fight him right now.
I know that you will. That's why I was clicking.
I'll fight him right now. He's still over there, like deliriously.
Please don't stir this innocent old man.
Oh God. No, I won't.
But yes, Alec, I'm gonna just move you here because you are inside the beast at this moment. Hilarious.
Beast.
All right, now who is going to talk to the captain who is clearly objecting to? Hi, darling. Oh my goodness, you got your Elsa dress on.
Let it snow. Let it snow.
Oh wow, you got the one with supersonic. Cool.
I missed that stage.
All right, go, 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 go. Quick, quick, quick! You gotta go downstairs. Shit, where am I? Oh yeah, yeah. Does anyone? He's objecting to Malik and whatever he's doing in there. Does anyone want to try to speak to him?
Malik's on his own.
Pretty much.
Okay, well then.
He's a stranger to us. We don't know this man. He's just been weird the whole time. He's just like the weird kid that follows you around because you were nice to them once.
That's okay. First of all, hilarious. Second of all, do you actually say something to that effect?
No, I don't think she would be quite that mean. Bryony's not like a complete dick. She is thinking it though.
Well, I meant something to the effect of like, we don't know, we don't care.
Oh yeah, I will. I mean, if no one else does speak up, she'll definitely be like, we don't really know him. He's just another passenger. Leave me alone. I'm tired. I'm hurting.
Seems to me he's trying to cut up the body, and I don't know how else you want to dispose of 500 pounds of dragon.
Yeah, Gwendolyn will just start trying to haul the pieces off the boat as he's finished.
Finished being boo-booed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Malik, what do you think would be most appropriate? Let's say how's your wisdom?
My wisdom is 12. So, what the fuck? What do I need to do?
Well, I want to see if you would notice that these sailors are starting to push the green dragon body into the. Oh, hey, yeah, you do. You definitely notice that you're about to get pushed into the ocean. Sorry, hold on one second.
Did that damage from the acid hurt you a lot?
No.
22.
I have a lot of health because of the subclass I picked. I basically have the tough feats.
Mm.
I think I have 91 health. Yeah, I'm a melee character. Surprisingly, it's a fucking caster.
Quick question. How do I check the math on my saving throws on what it's given me? Because from my math, all my saving throws should be one lower.
I mean, you could make a saving throw and see what the bonuses are.
Maybe you have a cloak of something?
Oak?
Ring of protection?
Who are we talking about? Oh, Cal.
Do I have a cloak of protection? Oh, I do have. Okay, that's it. It's a cloak of protection.
Yes, you took it. You took that particular cloak of protection from the feared villain, the Shard Baron.
That's right.
You've also got his spear.
I do.
Actually, Bastion was going to have that cloak, but then he went comatose. Anyway, I'm sure he'll be fine without it.
I'm sure he'll be good.
So yes, Malik, with that wisdom, you definitely notice that they're trying to push the dragon carcass into the river. Now you're still inside it.
Can I easily get out, or am I like stuck inside?
just slither
rolls
out like a
rolls
snake.
an acrobatics check and see how well that goes. I mean, your wisdom is great.
Oh.
I'm going to give you a special bonus for that.
Body, but no, not this one.
Belly of the
Hold on,
beast
hold on.
perk.
Hold on, I know I have something for this. No, the synchro. I have something with ability checks. Fuck, where was it? Yeah, there we go. Inhumane construction.
We're going
So
to
instead
a
of
6
dex,
tonight, right?
I can use thingy. So I'll roll acrobatics, but it's gonna be. Oh yeah, that's dog shit. That's 5.
Okay, boy. Well, first of all, here goes the adult green dragon, and Malik. You don't manage to escape in time. While it sinks into the depths, I will give you a dexterity savings throw to cling to the side of the boat.
Okay.
Oh right.
Holy moly.
This.
Oh. Splash.
Well, that would be a what? 16, 17?
Do
Well,
we notice?
he's out of cows. You're still 30 feet.
Oh
from
yeah,
the
right. I'm thinking of level
arrows.
20. My bad. Sorry. Schizo.
Do we notice this happening? Like, do
Yes,
we see Malik desperately trying to get out and
yes.
grappling for the wall?
You guys do. You see them push the green dragon body over the edge, and of course, you guys are like, we don't give a shit. Fuck him.
Well, not necessarily. Even if he was a complete stranger or like one of the crew
And
members.
as it passes its momentum, where it's like falling overboard, you guys see Malik emerge like a diver from inside this gaping gut wound that Cal put on the green dragon's corpse. And yes, he's diving out with both hands outstretched. Why? Bryony, Gwynlyn, do either of you care enough to do a badass attempt
Most definitely.
Yeah,
Just gonna-
we
Kick
will
it back
I'll
down.
dive.
reaching
I'll
for him.
dive. Yeah, I'll dive for him while I'm like holding my wounds.
Okay, well then we can say that you can roll that check with advantage.
Which as acrobatic?
Oh, I'm sorry, Malik. Malik can roll his
Oh.
dexterity savings throw, which he's going to roll con instead, with advantage. So give it another
Boy.
shot.
Come on.
There you go.
There you go.
There we go.
Well, it's not what I meant, but good enough. Yes. You with your combined efforts of Gwynlyn and Bryony each grab one of his hands, and you just see him just completely draped with green and yellow and black slime and ichor, and he almost didn't catch you guys, because with his 21 wisdom, as he felt the body start to be pushed out, he managed to find instantly the most interesting out of place thing in the entire corpse, and he grabs it. And this disgusting creature, which fortunately doesn't appear to be, well, creature maybe, this disgusting thing, which I'm about to find you the handout for. Hold on one sec. This disgusting thing, he's basically got clutched in his teeth, because each of his other two hands is, can you just instantly grow a third arm, Malik? Is that a thing you can do yet?
I can, if
Wouldn't put it
technically
past you.
speaking, if I cast Alter Self. If you need me to, I'll do it.
I don't. No, there's no need for you to do that, and also that doesn't make sense. I mean, you could have it as a cosmetic thing, like appear to have a third arm, but it wouldn't have
Well,
the
yeah.
effect of a third arm. A different.
Yes,
some-
it's actually a
calling-
graft too. Think about it.
Yeah.
I don't think you have time to graft shit onto your body right now.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
no
thinking. I'm
time
just
to
saying that there is something for the situation.
Well, in any case, you've just got it in your teeth. And give me 1 second.
Delicious.
Yes.
But it's super yucky.
Yummy. Let's restore everything
Oh my
else.
god.
I don't know what that is, but it's yummy.
Awesome.
It's horrifying looking. I really don't like that actually. Ew, that's
I
in his
do.
mouth?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because again, Bryony, you've got one of his arms, and Gwynlin's got the other, and he's just hanging off the side of the ship. And the only way he could save this thing, the only way he could save this thing, do you think that he would let go of this thing rather than drop in the water? This is Malik. So yeah, do you guys just stand there looking in rapt horror at him staring up at you with this?
I mean, the moment he is safe on the deck, I am scrambling backwards and doing a revolted, sort of disgusted gag, and reminding myself to probably never help him out again.
Did you guys read the flavor
The
text I
hell
put in there?
is that?
I did. God, it smells disgusting!
You need to go put that back.
No.
So yeah, at least you guys avoided the issue of how are you going to convince the captain to let you fuck around in the dead body for 4 hours, or 2 hours, as the case may have been, before the acid explosion. In any case, now you are sitting there with this thing in your lap, greedily looking it over. You immediately sense that it was some sort of foreign influence inside the green dragon's body, and possibly the source of its malaise.
Identify? Question mark? Or just
No.
investigate the biology? Question mark?
Yeah, identify wouldn't work. I think it would be like your medicine.
Okay. Poopy pants.
Yeah, why don't you roll in nature then?
Okay, it's the exact same thing, but
Shut up.
poopy pants.
You always have some comment. All right. 19 is still pretty good. Yes, so what it looks like to you is, and again, 19 is still a pretty good check. What it looks like to you is similar to the types of symbiotes, like from Kyber, which is the Underdark place. They're generally associated with Dalekier and things of that nature, like Belashira. They have become recently well, just like Belashira, there are many Dalekier. I will point out that this thing has not like a bunch of eyes, if there's anything to be made of that.
It has no eyes from the description.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
I didn't want there to be a single eye to misguide you. Was my main criteria in selecting that picture. Anyway, the reason you're familiar with the symbiotes is because they have recently become somewhat popular in parts of like the Moorholds, really. Like a lot of dwarfs go around and have these like cool biosymbiote things. It's a thing in Ebberon. So they are not that obscure. Now this thing is definitely not one of these commercial models you've seen people sporting around like a cool tattoo. This thing was horrifying, and you have no idea what to make of it. But you were on deck when it first appeared, and you remember my description of it being like glassy-eyed, unfocused, and looking emaciated.
Yes. I thought it was just like starving and like crazed from being hungry, which is why it attacked us.
Well, that's not a bad. That's not a bad take, but here's the remarkable thing. Like I had been saying before, in Ebberon, dragons are not just creatures that live on mountains with dragon hordes. They are like genius, godlike creatures that live on their own continent. Some of them live in all different parts of the world. But in any case, the idea that this dragon would be mindless and starving makes no sense when it's something that hundreds of years old and has a godlike intellect. Godlike intellect. That reminds me, Ren. Your eye doesn't usually give you hints, but for some reason, as you was getting shoved into the depths, your eye started to, you could sense that it was telling you that the answer to the riddle was right in front of you. Do you recall the riddle?
Yeah, vaguely. Great, something about great intellects.
Show me the face of noble intellect brought low by madness.
Oh, it's the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you have that realization, and as it is being obviously this took place like 2 minutes ago. As it is being shoved over the side of the deck, your hand becomes increasingly, more insistent, and it doesn't whisper, but you have this feeling that it's, frantically saying, "Show me, show me, show me, show me, show me."
Mhm. Well, I hold my hand out right in front of me, palm open, trying to give it the clearest view I can.
Okay, good. Well, then it is satisfied before it flops out of sight.
Okay.
Don't we
Well, then I assume
determine that
you.
that's probably a link to some dark goddess?
Yeah, but he's also determined that if he doesn't do that shit, he's gonna be kept awake by PTSD nightmares.
Buy me a river.
Jeez, Cal.
Okay, buddy, spend some more time in the Mournland alone. Why don't you? Then you can talk.
I was there when it became the Mournland.
Well,
Me
so was
too.
Ren.
Big
I was gonna
whoop.
say, yeah, well, yeah, you guys have that in common. I hadn't considered that.
Come now, boys. No need to measure our traumas. We've all faced plenty, I'm certain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, Bundor was keeping a sort of safe distance from all this, but
Hey, fucker didn't even help us.
he wasn't drunkenly asleep. Okay, he showed up when the captain did. I don't see you criticizing the captain. Anyway, he just kind of idly
he can get it
walks
too.
up and he starts petting Bundor. Not Bundor. He starts petting Arthur, who is licking his wounds at this point. By the way, everybody saw the color picture of Arthur, right? So fucking badass.
So cute. I didn't know he had a little mohawk.
Yes, that's made of the silver, the metallic bristles, which we'll get to that in a little bit.
So he's like a little porcupine?
Just on his the back of his neck on his head.
Adorable. I love him.
Me too. All right.
Yeah.
So we settled that. Did anybody else have anything else to do before they try to get things in hand, and they're gonna hold the little burial at sea for the two poor dead sailors? Their names were Hans and Franco, by the way. I just decided I'm gonna put that in there. So now you guys have to carry that weight with you.
I didn't know them, and I needed a nap, so I'm gonna escort myself to my chambers for a variable short or long rest.
Okay. Well, in any case,
We got to know the names before they die.
no, I can do whenever I want. May not have the emotional impact, but
I don't
well,
know you.
don't forget that the ship is pretty well damaged. It is going to have to limp into port, and yeah, I don't know. Does anyone ask the captain about their plans there? His plans there?
Nope.
No, I think I'm just back with Arthur, doing the same, licking my wounds, just kind of recuperating with him.
Can't do anything about the ship at sea.
Okay, Malik, you are continuing to play with your new toy, right?
Ugh. Stop
Yeah.
touching it.
No.
Quinlan, what are you up to?
You're muted.
Okay. Yeah, what are you up to?
sorry.
I am gonna be just out on the deck of the ship, keep an eye out for any more dragons that might want to come cause any trouble.
Okie dokie. Well, by morning, you all limp into a port at a small river village. A river hamlet called Meadowbane on the Carnathi side of the river. The surviving crew start to work on repairs. Now, there's no telling how long this could take. Does anyone want to pitch it in?
Oh my god. One moment, I'll be back.
I'll pitch in to help.
Where's he going?
I'm doing pretty good on health, so
Well, by the time when we're picking up, is everybody back on this boat?
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know why it says there's an initiative.
I don't have it.
I don't either.
Yeah, I'm not seeing an
Oh.
initiative tracker.
We'll see on where I'm looking. It looks like it
Oh yeah, I see
ends
it.
on Friday. Like you've got a turn.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know.
All right. So we've got Gwynlyn who is pitching in. You don't have any sort of technical skills, but you know,
can follow
raw
directions.
labor. Yep. You're definitely strong enough for sure. And let's hear it from the rest of the crew.
I'll pitch in as well. Kind of same deal. Not a lot of technical skill, but plenty of mass.
Yeah, we've
You
got a
can
lot
carry
of
the heavy
muscle.
stuff.
Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, Ren, your your tool proficiencies are land vehicles and dice.
I can cook.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
definitely not pitching in, but I'll give them 100 gold pieces and repeat my apologies.
Disconnected. Can you
Oh
hear me?
god, that's
I can.
annoying.
Hello?
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So Gwynlyn and Ren are pitching in. They don't have any technical skills, but they got
Braun.
what about Cal? You got anything to contribute?
I mean, I can lend muscles. I can cook everyone a meal, but that's about it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's a nice idea, but Gretel would think that you were saying that she was a bad cook, and I'll be honest with you, she's very grouchy about anybody who criticizes her cooking. So, God help you, she's already pissed off enough that the boat is been attacked by a dragon and has to limp in for repairs. Bryony, or what are you going to be doing during the? We're sitting at this small village, and 3 bruisers are just being told to carry planks around, and also to go get lumber from the local mill and stuff.
Mm-hmm. After giving the captain the little sack of 100 gold, I will probably head in to like the more markety type areas where if there may be one nearby, and try and procure a nice pair of leather gloves for Ren, and potentially catch a line on House Galanda Inn to book for the evening, or transportation services should we decide to head out now.
Oh, unfortunately, Meadowbane is much too small for anything like that. Now, as far as the glove situation, there is, basically a one-stop store in the town, and you can get some good, thick, like work gloves. Does the purpose perfectly, but they're definitely not fancy. They're for, work.
Okay, well,
Durability.
something's better than nothing.
Yep.
We're getting something. I'll get him something flashy.
Well, they
somewhere
are.
else,
They
but
are. Yeah, they are new. I would say they're a solid 2 silver pieces.
I'll give him a tip of 5. We'll call it a.
Well, that's gracious. By the way, that 100 gold, that was for the repairs. That was to the captain.
Repairs and or inconvenience.
Well, that's very gracious of you too. He was. Again, I mean, he's very grateful. He was very surprised by that. He wasn't going to probably come demand it of you, but
No need. She knows when she has things that are due. She, in order to help out with the situation, she chose to use her elemental, and it was helpful, but it did have a repercussion. So she'll take the knocks where it's due.
Well, he stands silently for a moment, and by the time he forms a response, you've probably already walked away.
Most certainly. It's just here you go, and then a swift turn and walk away.
All right, Malik, have you got anything to contribute?
To fix the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
you've
could
got technical-
do it.
you've got-
I could do it and snap my fingers, but I'm not going to.
Oh, you son of a
I told
bitch.
you.
However, I will go into the woods and harvest herbs.
Oh, you sack of shit!
Not
You're not even gonna fix where you turned part of the deck into a barrel.
Yeah, he
Nobody
doesn't
knows
know
I
who
did
did that. He was not involved
Nobody
with that.
knows.
That was a mystery. Nobody see nothing. There's no proof. Pics or it didn't happen. There's no
Yeah.
pictures.
All right. Yes, Malik goes traipsing off into the woods to go kidnap children.
Tra-la-la.
I mean,
Tra-la-la.
pick herbs.
I'm visually envisioning like Malik like frolicking like with his hands like floating out, his super long weird claw just like
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
got a big sack in one hand, and he's picking flowers and roots and berries.
Mhm.
And then he crosses
Adorable.
paths with a toddler, and he just picks up the toddler and throws it in his bag too.
Yeah, that sounds about
plenty
right.
of things to be gleaned.
All right, roll your shit, bud. As you go
This-
traipsing off into the woods.
Well, that's the thing. Like, how do we do that again? It was fucking. It's been so long. We barely do it in the witch fights. Oh god. Herbalism. That was the one. Shit. Wasn't
You
it
don't
just a
use
D20?
You don't use
What?
the alchemist tools. I would say you just
No.
use the alchemist tools. I mean, the alchemist supplies. That's that's not what the check for is for.
No. Well, I mean, I can do it your way. That just seems a lot easier than go finding the documents.
Okay, well,
that's
it would be a role that you are proficient in, and you could
Mhm.
use intelligence.
Okay. Just gonna put that in there.
Wow.
Christ.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. Now tell me I found a nuke or something, or like some poison. Or if you feel really kind, just give me like a certain gold value of ingredients.
All right, that's actually letting me off the hook then.
When is Alex
Yes.
feeling very kind?
What I am kind all the time. I'm constantly gracious and kind. It's not my fault anymore because I don't roll my dice, which channeled my spiritual power. So you guys are in trouble now. Yes, Malik, we will say that you uncovered a cache of some kind of extraordinarily expensive, like pig truffle, or
Oh, boy.
truffle, that pigs dig up with their sensitive pig noses. Maybe. Oh, for the record, can we say that you morphed a pig nose and you were crawling around on all fours sniffing them out?
Sure. Something he would do.
Fuck yeah! All right. Well, then yes, you find 150 gold pieces worth of these priceless, delicate dining mushrooms. Truffles.
Mushrooms. Amazing. Tra la 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 la. And when I come back, are people working on the ship right now? Do I see them like working? Is the captain standing up there?
Yes, you can assume that the entire surviving crew is constantly at work. They're going to be working. They and your three hardworking friends. Your three hardworking friends. Where are you going?
I'm going to the captain.
All
So
right.
no one's there with the captain.
Well, where's the captain? Oh, sorry.
He's
I have
down
to
there.
get him out of. Oh, there he is. Yeah, perfect.
Right. So, friend, I see you are fixing your little galley or ship, as you say. I see one might take some time and, well, maybe if you want this done in a snap, I could help if you offer material and compensation.
Material and compensation for what?
For
What are you
fixing
asking
your
for?
ship, of course. In an instant.
All right. He looks at the bag of gold that Bryony handed him. And he says, "All right, if you can do this before nightfall, then I will give you 100 gold pieces."
Okay, I'll do it within the next minute.
In the next minute.
La, 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 la,
So
la.
you've gone around and fucked off, picking herbs, and then you come back after they've been laboring for hours, and then you're like, "Oh,
Mhm.
by the way, just for the record, Arthur, Ren, you took the opportunity to disembark him temporarily,
Okay.
give him a chance to stretch his legs and go roll around into the dirt."
Roll
Shit in the
around.
woods.
Oh, he does shit in the woods.
French do.
Damn it! I should have thought of that earlier. We could have had Arthur either attack and or shit on Malik.
The fuck?
All right, Magic Clown. Go on and disrespect everyone's hard work for the day with your magic spells.
Jesus.
Just make sure it's the right one. I think it's. Yep, it's this one. Fabricate. So, he walks up, seeing everyone sweating and working hard together in synchronicity. He drops his bag and rips out of his arm a vial. And he crushes the vial, and chucks it at a lump of or stack of planks or wood. And
Yeah,
the
they've
wood
got the raw
melts.
materials.
Yep, and the wood melts into the ship and repairs itself. As before it solidifies, like it was good as new.
Quinlan, Ren, and Cal, roll me wisdom saving throws.
I was about to say, I'm just sitting here, we're all working, and then Malik just walks in and just
Nice.
fixes it all.
Give me a sec. Sorry.
Got 2 Zen Masters. Okay, we got 3 Zen Masters.
Nice. Damn, guys.
Oh yeah, you guys are greatly annoyed by this, but you're not forced to attack him out of frustration.
Up his bag and goes downstairs. Actually, no, hold on. I gotta go upstairs first. I'm done. Money, please.
He shakes his head in disbelief and looks at you like you're such a fucking asshole, and he gives you the bag of gold.
God damn it, that's my fucking money.
He doesn't know that.
That's my money.
He doesn't know
Give
that.
it.
Thank you, kind sir.
Look, from his perspective, this saves them a lot of time. I thought you guys were going to be working through the night until the next morning. Very impressive, Malik. Well, then you guys are able to get back on the trip by that evening.
Nice.
Roll my spells.
All right, and
I'll hand
Now, like
over
you
the gloves to Ren once I see him again.
well, we can assume. Let's just do one of these. It's such a hassle because it's so fucking glitchy every time you try to move them, right? Or is that just me?
I
My
don't know.
computer
Maybe I think it's just you. I think you just have connection issues.
How dare you?
It's not a personal attack, I promise.
It is a it's okay. I forgave you.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you see Ren over dinner that night, which is a simple tomato-based fish soup with carrots, celery, and onions, and it's just served with bread.
Delicious. I'm pretty much eating that right now. I'm so immersed.
Um. All right. So the gloves.
Yeah, I'll just plop them down on the table in his direction and I'll give him a nod and tell him, make sure you put those on post haste. Don't need any more of that eye business.
Of course.
All right, Ren.
Mhm.
You want to try on the gloves? See, you killed your wife.
What?
Of course
What?
you would. Of course you wouldn't get that reference. O.J. Simpson.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
The glove doesn't
Yeah.
fit. You must acquit.
That is hilarious.
All right. Well,
I-
in any case, she obviously got the biggest pair that they had there, so you're good. They're just thick, rough leather gloves.
What if I stop taking my medication so my hands swell?
Then you'd be you'd be out of luck. Oh yeah, go on.
Fair enough, stop.
All right. By the way, can I Grim, I just want to bring your attention to the fact that Gretel's name is spelled like this. Gotta come out and show you. Shit. Sorry, Cal.
She came over to sit in Cal's lap.
Yeah,
You didn't
I
ask
was
him
just
anything
gonna
like
say.
that?
No, not at all. Well, in any case, you guys get back on the trip for another uneventful night and day. So we're going to be picking up like 24 hours later, and let's go to the world map right quick.
Long rest. Does not reset
Yeah,
my healing
definitely a long rest.
Amazing.
Doesn't reset my lay on hands points. I have to do that manually.
Hit the little
Oh,
gear in
you-
the corner. You can change it.
Yeah. That's what I
Oh.
say.
With these action points that we get, how often do we acquire those?
When
Level?
you
Are they
level up.
When we level
Yep.
up. Okay.
So
just making
yeah.
sure.
So when you get your supply, as soon as you level up, it's finite for
And
just that level.
they don't carry over, right?
Exactly
Correct.
right. You got to use them or
Okay.
lose them. You got to make sure. I will, without giving spoilers, I will try to be clear about. You guys should use all your fucking action points.
Start using more freely.
Yeah, I was just trying to make sure because I didn't have that specific part written down, so I'm like, I have 9, but like, how long am I gonna have 9?
Yeah, and also I used quite a few against Cal, so.
You wouldn't have had to if you weren't throwing your punches there, Bridie.
Yeah, that sucks to find out later, but you were going easy on me anyways, so. We'll just say that we both didn't want to hurt each other too bad because we thought we're just too strong, so we
Mhm.
couldn't help but go easy a little bit.
So after the quick repairs and the continued journey down the river, you guys have come out into the Scions Sound proper. So you guys are focused on right where it says Thronehold directly on the map.
Mhm.
Because that is about where you are sailing past. Now that corrected course is perfect.
Sweet.
Now Thronehold. Thronehold is sort of it was formerly the royal capital of Galifar. It's now sort of the Berlin of post-war Corvair. Once the seat of power of the whole continent, is now a place of international intrigue, divided into various zones of extranational control. Let me go to my other handouts. This is kind of a big one. You don't have to read all of that text, but it's some good background as we're breezing through.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are kind of first alerted to the approach of Thronehold when you hear some clamoring out on the deck as the sailors are. Ren, you would definitely be out there. Who else do you think would be out on the deck? Just a evening.
Cal might be going on a stroll.
Well, whoever might be on the deck sees the hustle of activity as the sailors seem to be disarming the ballistae, like taking the big cables off, so disarming them, and then sort of tying them with like red ribbons to ceremonially show that they've been disarmed. I don't know if anyone asks questions or wants a history check to see if they can identify what the significance of this is.
Or why not? Fuck.
Nope.
You know nothing, Cal Snow.
Well, Malik, yours is good enough. Yeah, the ritual they are in fact ritually disarming the ballistae because it's a very sensitive area of diplomatic concerns. So anyone who sails past the island has to do that if they've got visible armaments. And then, of course, the other part, which you guys quickly discover, as would the sound of this activity draw everyone else up to the deck?
Bryony's probably not gonna wake up unless there's another attack.
Okay, so Bryony sleeps through the intrigue. Who has the curious heart of a child? Who else wants to bear witness?
Me.
Curious heart of a child.
Me.
A great
Right.
way to
I'll
describe
be out there
Malik.
too.
All right, so we got Malik, Gwynlyn, Ren's already up there, and Cal's taking it. So everyone except for Bryony. Well, what quickly becomes apparent is, firstly, a squadron of Karnathi warships sails, into view in the distance. Everyone who was on the deck and interested, give me perception checks.
Oh. Mine is shit.
Cal ain't worried about it.
And do you want to use your hand die and get advantage?
Yeah.
You bastard.
Well, then
You
when nobody's looking, you take your glove off since Bryony's downstairs anyway. Roll your perception again. Okay, so you and Gwynlyn, and then you quickly slip your glove back on after looking at this. You can see that the soldiers on board the decks of the Karnathi warships are clearly like scoping you guys out, with spy glasses and so forth on, and obviously making sure that there's nobody threatening. Roll me, both of you guys, Gwynlyn and Ren. Roll me an insight. All right, Ren, you're oblivious to this, but Gwynlyn, you can definitely see that they appear to be pointing at Arthur like, what the fuck?
Oh, don't you mind the bear. The bear's with us. You can leave him alone.
Sorry, I disconnected. What did you say?
He's harmless.
He's harmless. Leave the bear alone. He's with us.
Well, they are like, many leagues away still, but this is what your sharp eyes have shown you. Also, everyone got the pop-up with the zones of control, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, they point at Arthur, but then they continue on their way, unless any of you four decide to do anything provocative. Malik? Oh, Malik,
No.
yeah, you didn't get your perception good enough.
Question. Wasn't it around this area on our way towards some more lands where they were pretty prejudiced against me being a changeling?
Most places in Corvair kind of are on the same level of prejudice towards changeling. There's nowhere in particular on this continent where you would be singled out. Yeah. Everyone's somewhat racist against changelings, but nobody's like, no changelings here or we kill you.
Okay. Once Cal sees them off in the distance, he'll like kind of turn away from them, and then he like just cracks his neck and closes his eyes for a second. And next time you look at him, there is an elf wearing Cal's armor.
Weird. Look a bit different. But oh well, almighty judge.
Fair enough. Finland, do you have any reaction to that? He's an elf now. Are you racist against elves,
sorry.
Gwynlyn?
No.
Because
No,
you're a
I'm
dwarf.
not racist
Is
against-
why I asked. Okay.
I mean, no, the Gwendolyn probably would have just kept her feelings to herself.
Party
Mhm.
trick.
Well, the experience of the Karnathi warship gets to be pretty familiar after the second, third, fourth time. In all, you pass seemingly armed and alert squadrons of warships from each of the surviving four nations. The Karnathi in green, the Ondair in blue, Thrain in white and silver, and Brayland in red. And they all basically give you the same idea, if anything. Gwynlyn, give me another insight check. I think with advantage.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Good thing you had advantage, I guess.
Hold on. Can I hold on? Let me. How many? What's 2d6 and the high roll? If I roll a d6.
No, it's not worth an action point. It's
Okay.
it would just be a flavor thing. But
Okay.
in any case, there's no need to do perceptions for anything because again, as each of these squadrons of warships pass you, it's all pretty familiar. The differences are cosmetic, but they're all basically eyeballing you, making sure that you're not a bunch of pirates, and making sure that you are respecting the law about ritually disarming your weapons. Seeing as you are not a ship flying a national flag, so.
We're pirates.
Well, you're a legit commercial vessel, but yeah. In any case, just after the first one, you guys get this sense of tension that just keeps building with every passing fleet. They see as you get closer to Thronehold, the fleet, the squadrons of ships get closer to you as they go by. If Gwynlyn hadn't blown that insight, I would have given you a little more info about who looked at you the most angrily, but nonetheless, there's a palpable sense of tension and international intrigue, and yeah, it's kind of weird to be having the sense of tension of like, fuck, are we just gonna get gunned down by 12 ships out of nowhere, and sunk to the bottom of the Cyan Sound, even though we're 12th level, or what?
Whoa.
I'm sorry, 11th level.
Oh.
But yes, the island of Thronehold has an ominous presence in the background as you have this experience sailing by. But just to clarify, as we move on, nobody does anything openly provocative like waves weapons or hurls insults, exposes their private parts, anything like that.
I mean, well, Jesus Christ. I feel like we're meant to be.
Gonna masturbate
little
furiously.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, well, I'll be honest with you. They would intervene as soon as you whipped it out. So I'm assuming that this was just, you're just kidding.
Yeah, you're the one who said it, you freak.
And also, you're worried about people being prejudiced against you. Now they're all going to be like, oh my god, the changelings are a bunch of degenerates that they masturbate.
They take their pains out.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So yes, that didn't happen. So yes, you guys
really
passed. You guys passed through the tension zone without getting sunk, and another day later, that afternoon, you guys are can move us like just to outside of Flamekeep, or do a little cool mark in a different color, but blue.
Just
No, do it.
outside of.
That can't be blue. No. Surprise me.
So like on the shore,
Um.
or in the water still.
So in the water still, right between where it says Thronehold on the map, right between where it says Flamekeep. Yeah, perfect. All right.
Gwynla's just ready to get off the boat.
Well, we do have our final night of the voyage.
Oh god, another one.
Yes, no, I'm afraid so. Well, the significance of this evening is that the captain actually comes to have dinner with you all tonight, and you are. Let me get us to the thing. One second, I'm going to move him. All right, everyone's seeing the dinner table and whatnot.
Indeed. What's up, Captain?
Okay, so yes, last meal of the trip. Oh, by the way, the one night that I didn't describe dinner, the dinner was Carnathy meatball pie with cheese, egg, sage, and thyme-seasoned parsnips. Now, final evening of the trip, they serve throckle seared beef in red sauce. Throckle is a fictional spice. It is a favorite of Thrain cuisine. We can assume it's probably spicy because I think that's what they're into. But yes, throckle seared beef in red sauce. It is let's see, a thick filling. It's thick filling and tasting. It's tasty. It's strips of beef, onions, scallions, and throckle spice cooked in a red tomato sauce with garlic, ginger, and soy. And you are being served this, of course, because you're going to get to flame keep the next day, finally.
It's like our last meal on death row.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
well, I would say on an otherwise happy journey. And I'm sorry, Gwendolyn, I'm going to move you here because Bundor and the captain are best buddies, and he's sitting next to him.
That bastard who didn't even help us.
The captain? The elderly man that you were going to beat up
Bundor.
again? Oh, Bundor, yes.
I'll beat him up.
Well, that's fair. He's pretty.
Okay,
he's pretty
Stork.
helpless.
Very easy to
Yeah.
do. Don't worry.
Well, yeah, I was going to say he is also a helpless old man, if that counts for anything with you. Anyway, yeah. So he tones down the antisocial behavior, finding the captain to be a kindred spirit, and while it will not put him on the map to offend you, he does drape. He's got Smoke the cat draped in his lap.
I mean, what he does with his lap is his own business. That's one heavy ass cat.
Yep, he's staring
Swing
across
old
from
man.
you with a tin cup full of hooch and the cat in one arm, staring across the table at you, and he's taking a slug off that tin cup and it's drooling down his beard. How do you like them
Yeah.
apples?
Yucky.
Well,
So,
the captain. Oh yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Malik.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh my god, I'm gonna
Well,
kill somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you, Malik. So the
Okay,
captain.
fine.
I'm throwing something.
Fuck this up again. All right. So the captain gets introspective on that final after dinner that final night, and he offers you guys some of the good ass Carnathy brandy, but of course he doesn't have any crystal snifters, only the plain tin cups.
Ooh.
Anyone except shut the fuck up. I almost called you Stir.
I'll take the brandy.
All right.
Definitely.
He starts to reminisce. I hate to admit it, but I rather feel like I'm profiting from the suffering of Carlickton. Transport in and out is risky, and folks will pay handsomely for an old sailor like me that knows these waters so well. That's how I was able to afford such a ship, only the second I've ever captained. After decades on an old crate built before the war, it feels strange to sail in such luxury.
Certainly a fine ship.
It's alright. I've seen better, but also worse.
Can't you just be nice, Malik? All right, are you guys all mean? Does nobody compliment his nice boat?
I just said it was nice.
I quite literally said it's a fine ship.
Well, thank you.
You bastard.
I thought you were being sarcastic like Malik.
No, it is a fine ship. It's got multiple levels. It's got guest rooms. It made its way through a dragon attack. It can't be a piece of shit ship.
He's nodding his head in agreement as you go through that list. In appreciation.
Speaking of fine things, would you or your crew happen to have any sort of spell books or scrolls of any kind? I am looking for a certain spell.
He
Not
takes
a
his
high-level one.
He takes his pipe out of his mouth and he gives you a look that you're used to, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Look. And he says, no, we don't have anything like that. And for what it's worth, Malik, you did have Smoke the Cat, doing surveillance for you. And
Yeah,
she confirmed rather, that nobody is up to any hoodoo voodoo. Nobody has any, anything like that. Also, for the record, Smoke did also report that Bundor is miraculously immobile at night, and it's just perfect to perch on for hours at a time.
I'll remember that.
Oh well, I suppose it was a fine dinner with some minor disappointments, but not all ships can have it all, I suppose.
Yes, well, Malik, it is time for you to take the spotlight.
Oh,
Yes, well, it's the final night of the voyage. You've had all this time to do your inspection. It's time to present Alec's report.
oh, oh. Man, you're gonna have to fucking send me it because I don't see it in my notes.
I am going to send it to everyone.
Aha, yes.
Oh boy, can I have a text version?
Oh, is that hard to read?
No, it just makes it easier. Try reading again, it's fine. Oh boy.
Subject
Stain.
designated RO-74 stands roughly 6.1 meters tall, standing upright. Slightly longer from nose to tail, roughly 3 meters at the shoulder. Prior to mutation, subject was a mage-bred brown bear bred by House Fadalis for service in the British Army. Exposure to the moorland suspected to be the cause of mutation. Why did this subject adapt to the environment with sensible adaptations that improved his chances of survival when all other moorland mutation specimens seem to have warped randomly without regard to any other external forces? Subject has grown a metallic mane, the tensile strength of which appears to be superior to comparable amounts of steel. I don't have a sample at hand to test against, but I suspect it's in the range of mithril. Irises of subjects' eyes are inexplicably multicolored, and their spontaneous heterochromia does not appear to affect the subject's vision in any measurable way. Subject has undergone definitive alterations to its digestive system and seems to have developed the ability to be omnivorous, though it only eats a fraction of what you'd expect for a creature of its size. Similarly, creature doesn't produce much solid waste, and what it excretes is rock hard and largely odorless. Subject's urine is well above the acidity range of conventional living creatures, but unfortunately not sufficient enough to weaponize. Subject's flatulence and a portion of his exhaled breath contain carbon monoxide. Prolonged exposure in an unvented airspace is likely to prove fatal to most humanoids, but not me. Promising, but much too slow and limited in scope to be of much practical use, sadly. Based on these findings, I suspect subject could survive on eating minerals and drinking seawater, but subject's apparent owner, C-file on subject RO-73, insists on interfering with my ability to conduct a perfectly reasonable experiment to test these hypotheses. And that is my report on this bear of yours.
Bravo.
Or
Bravo.
friend.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Raw.
Lightheaded. Oh boy, how will they do it?
It was great. Bravo. Very entertaining. 10 out of 10.
Indeed.
Oh,
you, Malik.
I feel deprived of oxygen.
Well, I'm certain that Malik wanted it to be that wordy.
Mhm.
Only being true to his character.
Of course.
All right. Well, then that does bring us, unless anybody had any other business they wanted to attend to on the ship on the final night and morning before we pick up in the afternoon.
I'm definitely just gonna barricade my door some more.
Yep, just sleeping, ready to get off the ship as soon as
So-
possible.
Sorry.
No,
Malik
Yeah.
did not just say this to the party.
He did.
He did,
He did?
yes. So
he just
we
He did.
have that text. Yeah, we have that text as a journal entry, but in character, he stood up at the end of the dinner table that night and presented this like a PowerPoint presentation.
Well, I'm very much not going to let Malik just kind of walk away and go to bed from that.
His little smile on his face, walls off, gets stopped the shoulder. Yes, what do you want? Ah! Sucked in the head, put to sleep.
Instant death.
But
Oh
no,
no,
go
for
ahead.
serious. Do you put Malik in a headlock, or are you angry?
I would love to put Malik in a headlock.
You
Hey, tell
may
us what
roll
Ren is feeling.
athletics.
What was that?
You can roll athletics if you
First,
want
tell
to.
us. Yes, you can definitely roll athletics, and you should, because that'd
Wait,
be funny. But we
are
also
you-
want to know, what is Ren feeling?
Yeah, like, is this all happening like as we're getting up, like away from the dinner table? Like you just bum rush him as he
Oh,
tries to walk
yeah.
out the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're jumping right back to right after Malik gave his report.
Oh, okay.
Ren didn't realize that was in real time, so he's reacting to that. But again, explain what is Ren's reaction.
Ren is
Confused.
furious that Malik would kind of do all this. Not even just that he would do it, period, but that he would neglect to ask even, or even to just kind of mention it. Hey, I'd like to get observations on Arthur so I can try and
Oh wait.
learn.
Let me stop you there. In fairness, you all these last 4 days, you would have seen him walking around and doing all these observations. He even references the fact that at some point during those couple days, he must have come up to you and been like, "We need to feed the bear rocks and seawater."
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
that's Peter Lorre. So yes, this didn't catch you totally by surprise, but you definitely, I have no doubt, are completely okie dokie.
Go crazy.
All right, but yes, so apparently when he presents his results, you are so incensed that you try to make a grab at him. You want to do your athletics check.
Okay. Yeah. With that in mind, I'm going to say Ren is just kind of spur of the moment pissed about how sorry.
He's invaded Arthur's privacy.
Yeah, and just how he was so kind of inhuman about all of it. He's just the tone of it just kind of spurred this kind of anger in Ren, and he's just
Yeah, that's
pissed
fair.
because it's
Yeah,
like that
he does.
friend
All right. Well,
And
he
hearing
he
himself
reaches forward. He reaches forward and grabs Malik's form that is just smirking at him. I'm sorry, grinning at him. Now, as soon as you grab it, what is his hands just go through? Where's the first of all, Malik posts the spell that you did, and secondly, where is the
Okay.
real Malik?
Well, the real Malik would have just walked off to his room. But
Okay. Well, then I will. Perfect. So yes, the real Malik
it's
is
basically
off in
a
his
body
room.
double.
Yep. Okay, so then it wouldn't disappear. He would just grab the body double and it would just.
Yeah, just look at him, not resist or anything.
Okay. Well, the real Malik, out of character, has walked away from the situation, but you are making the illusionary double. It does seem startling that he doesn't seem to be making any efforts to preserve his life.
By the way, this whole time I'm like screaming a tirade of obscenity at Malik. Again, not because I didn't kind of know about what he was, but I'm just so infuriated at the kind
Yeah,
of
kill him.
inhuman, like, you bastard. He's my friend. I'm a real human. I'm a fucking person. We're living things. We're not fucking test subjects. How dare you fucking you it's just like, you bastard, how could you be so fucking ridiculously heartless? Just a snap of
fair.
rage at him.
Yeah. That's perfectly fair. Gwynlyn. Okay, so Gwynlyn. Okay,
She
perfect. All right,
inserts
Gwynlyn.
herself in the middle, and she's like, absolutely not, my guy. I need you to put him down.
All right, so yeah, she comes up behind you and wrestles you into submission, Ren, and you kind of involuntarily drop what you think is Malik, and it just kind of clatters to the floor and sits there nervously, and just stares up at you, seemingly fully conscious with the creepy Malik smile on its face. But can it also cackle, Malik?
Yeah, it can speak, it can gesture, it can behave in whatever way I want it to.
Okay, well then, what are you choosing? What else are you choosing it to
Oh,
do?
he's
Or
just
can I have?
he's just snickering like a little fucking girl who just got told a big secret.
Perfect. Perfect.
He
Well
says
then,
his
yeah.
hands covering his mouth and he's just snickering on the ground looking up at you. Like he
All
did
right.
the
Well then,
funniest thing in the
Full of
world.
giggles.
aside from the hand over the mouth and the giggling, like the rest of his other arm and his legs are just kind of sitting there like a puppet with its string cut and just nervously. And he's got one hand over his mouth and he's snickering at you as Gwynlyn wrestles you off.
Can I roll again to stomp on his face?
Yeah, go for it.
If you can beat that 24 that Gwynlyn got, yeah.
Oh, Gwendolyn will do another one. She'll just
Okay.
do it again.
Well then, yeah, Ren, roll yours. Athletics.
Sorry, give me 2 seconds.
Jesus.
Hold on. Damn it.
Well then, yes, you break free and you seemingly stomp Malik to death on the floor. None of you guys know differently at this moment.
Yeah.
The real Malik is, of course, off chuckling to himself. But as far as all of you guys are concerned, you just stomped Malik's head like a fucking melon and killed him.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, let me
Jesus
make it
Christ,
look
man.
better.
I want just as soon as I do that, I want to just kind of wordlessly turn and go back up to the deck.
Nothing
Back
to
up
see
to
here.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Well then, again, it's so funny that you backed us up to this hilarious moment. We would have missed it otherwise. I do want to jump in and throw in that there is going to be another hilarious moment the next morning, and you guys all come down for breakfast, and Malik just like comes up to the breakfast table like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
Love that spell.
All right. Well then, Grim, is it time to give your husband the medicine?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Well then, we'll take our quick break for make a pee.
I'll start cooking pasta.
Are we doing 5 minutes?
Okay, and then we'll just bring it back up in just a moment. Okay.
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 I'll go smoke.
Okay, who's back?
Me.
Oh yeah,
Okey-dokey.
let me try something. Alan, do you get this whisper if I do this? Do you get that?
In the chat?
And,
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the where we roll and stuff.
Because I don't think you
Uh,
get the whispers I do. I think only Grim gets them.
No, you can direct them to somebody. You just have to put in their name.
Yeah, so if you
No, I
do
mean like when
like
you
if you do like
you're trying to
slash
whisper a roll. I mean,
Oh, okay. For this,
Oh. Yeah,
I
only
don't.
the DM sees a whispered roll.
Okay, well then I saw that roll. I think. I mean, you posted that spell, right?
this long as wall
Oh.
of text. You mean?
Yes.
Okay, so that no, you do get them then. Okay, good.
Why was I ignoring whispers you sent me? I'm sorry.
No. I just thought they would go to Grim instead. So that's why when I was whispering to you before, I would do /VDM to go directly
I
to
see.
you.
Okay.
I was about to
You also
say,
kept
I'm
replying in
I'm
public.
logged in as a
everybody.
player. Yeah, I'm logged in as a
can.
player, not the DM.
Mm,
I'm listening. I will be back at the computer in approximately 3 minutes. Please feel free to continue.
Okay.
For some reason, I'm not getting the bonus from my defensive fighting style.
No, that one doesn't go in. You have to do that manually. I have the same thing with Gleister.
I did not know that.
Well, that makes me nervous. You know, it's if, for instance, Ren has that shit with his greatsword where it would reroll 1s and 2s on the damage rolls, but I have no idea if that's going on behind the curtain.
Wait, what's
It
happening?
is not happening behind the curtain. You're gonna need to check your damage.
Oh, I see. Damn. Well, we can get that, but yeah, if you hover over the thing when you roll it, it'll show you the actual dice rolls.
Yeah, so I just realized my AC has been one lower than it should have been.
See. Well, I should have killed you when I had the chance.
I'm a beauty.
oh boy.
Yes, and just to clarify, Cal, after we got through the Thurnhold, people being all threatening and shit, he reverted back to his normal changeling form.
Okie dokie. Yeah, just wanted to avoid trouble if possible. I get it.
Yep. Doesn't mind bringing it on himself, but not for all the crewmen that were carrying us across.
You guys were all seeing the map of Flamekeep, I hope.
Yes.
Mhm.
This is actually a fan-made map. The only one that's in an official source isn't nearly as high quality. But you know, the basic shape and grandiosity of it is unmistakable. We're just waiting on Grim before I give you the
Where are we
flavor
coming in
text.
from?
Great question.
So
So
I
you
know where to
see, let me
focus in on when we continue.
focus ping.
Okay.
Did everyone zoom into that
The
spot?
yellow
So
one.
yeah, this is where you. Yep, that's where you guys sail into the harbor. But I guess for the sake of the video, just kind of pan out and get a good view of it before I get the flavor text.
You don't have to wait for me, Alan. I can hear you.
Flavor
I'm not
text.
gonna miss out.
Oh, she can hear me. Okay, great.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Um,
I'm at the microwave, so keep going.
From afar, Flamekeep resembles a gigantic fortress enclosed by high walls. Its buildings perched atop a rocky plinth surrounded on all sides by a water-filled crevasse. Deep within this crevasse sits the city's bustling harbor and more crowded districts. The magnificent cathedral of the Silver Flame, its white alabaster walls agleam, surmounts the rocky plinth, a glorious beacon visible for miles in every direction. West of the cathedral rise the slender spires of Thalengard, the ancestral home of Thrain's kings. In case anyone was in any question, that's the Cathedral of the Silver Flame. And just over here to the west of it is Thalengard.
Okay.
Unlike the cathedral, the royal palace is sculpted from grey rock and looks somewhat glum by comparison. Flamekeep is in all respects the heart of Thrain. Nearly half the population of the nation lives here, both in the city and in the outlying areas. Okay, anyone have any questions about this view as they sail into the harbor?
No.
I just imagine Cal is up at the front of the ship, like kind of looking in and wonder. He's never been
Yeah.
here before, and he's carrying some of their relics.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say you are a paladin of the Silver Flame, even if you're not the most devout type. I don't know. Perhaps you could expand on that a bit as we come in here. It might have some more significance towards you than most anyone else in the party, I would think.
Like some exposition.
Well, yeah. I mean,
For
what
party
do you think,
members, or-
Cal? Well, I would say, Cal, what are you thinking as you are sailing in and seeing the Holy Capital for the first time? Like you have fought in the name of the Silver Flame, but you have never beheld the Silver Flame itself, which is in the cathedral.
Well, my relationship with him is kind of complicated.
Mhm.
Because I've never actually. I think I've only met people of the Silver Flame like one other time. Back when it was Itsu at the Invisible City. Like when we were leaving, we came across some Silver Flame people.
Yeah, from the Covenant of Light. Yes,
Um,
they
you
were
know, and
much more traditional types of worshippers than you. They weren't edgelords.
right.
All right. Is everybody seeing themselves on the dock?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Well, Cal, basically, as soon as you step foot over that threshold onto the shores itself, you can feel the power and benevolence of the Silver Flame.
Mm. This is interesting. Never expected I would actually set foot here.
You and me both.
Yes, Malik, you can do that.
Amazing.
All right, Gwendolyn, you don't feel any holy inspiration, not that you know that Cal just did, but I'm going to just be upfront with you guys. Nobody else feels a sense of holy rapture as they step ashore. Although, Ren, by the way, can you just click on Arthur and see if you can move him? Should be able to.
Wouldn't I have been
I cannot.
here before being with my line of work?
That makes sense.
I
I
would
never wanted
assume.
to step foot
All
here.
right, what about now?
Yes, I can.
All right, Malik, what kind of mischief have you done here?
I'm just doing what we talked about before. Along with
Oh.
Malik's entire form changes into Bob.
Oh, I see. So then there's an illusionary Malik, and then Malik is actually Bob. Is that correct?
No, that other Malik I can't move. I don't know why he's there. He's just...
Oh.
That's not me.
Okay.
I don't know that guy. Ah, no! That's when I could
Bobby
move!
does. Oh, shit. All right, we'll pull another
There
one
you go.
off. I don't know. Okay. All right, so Malik, you're just Bob. Now, Malik, maybe as you approach the end of the dock, you kind of just cautiously make one step onto the land, and you do not ignite in holy flame, as we were worried.
Ooh-wee, says Bob.
Yep. Bob wipes the sweat off his brow in relief.
Oh boy.
Arthur, Ren, is Arthur just going to stay on the docks, or this guard here is kind of eyeballing him?
I figured he could come with us.
Okay, so then you are going to move him onto the... the guard just kind of looks at you breathlessly, like he's trying to decide if he should do or say something, or if he should just say, fuck it.
Ew. Kiva.
Ren, do you make any response to that?
I just kind of reassure him, say, "Don't worry, he's with me. I'll keep him on. He's not a danger to anybody."
Fair enough. Cal, as you are having your realization of feeling the holy light within you, this how do you do the thing where you make the token pop up?
You click on it
waypoint?
and you press Shift Z.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. Yes, and then this little fellow comes up to you, Cal, and he says, "Begging your pardon, sir. Are you Cal?" And then he checks the little note in his hand. Of the Black Wheel Company?
Yeah, what's it to you?
Have a message for you, sir.
Strange.
Does anybody know you're going to be here?
Yeah,
I didn't know it was going to be here.
By the way,
Alan.
he is an official House Civis messenger. If it was outside of the city, then it would have been brought to you by a messenger from House Orion. But House Civis are the gnomes, and they do instant messaging type of magic stuff. So they have the magic punk communications system. So he's delivering like this kind of magical telegram to you directly.
I'll hold out my hand.
So he takes out a little scroll that he's got, and he goes through it, and then finds where there's a serial number next to a signature line, and he asks that you put your mark to confirm delivery.
I'll
House
sign it.
Civis is very official. All right, so then he closes that little scroll back up, and he tips his hat to you.
You know who it's from?
No, sir. I wouldn't, but if I'm honest with you, even if I did, I wouldn't be allowed to tell you. That's against, unless that I was asked to. That's against house protocols. He seems even more indignant about this point because you didn't fucking tip him. Off he goes.
As if we asked for that message. Fuck off.
Seriously.
All
right.
Oh, you're definitely not going to ask for this message.
Oh God, what does it say?
Oh, you're going to love it. Well, I mean, Cal's going to love it. I can't
Something
wait.
tells me
I
we're
was
not going to.
getting the emissions tests done for my car, and I wrote this while I was online.
That's funny.
All right, is everyone seeing it?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Cal, do you want to read it? Should I read it?
My...
Okay, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, go ahead.
Greetings and salutations, my dear friend. Since we first crossed paths the other day, it's been my delight to learn more about you and our dear Bryony's other new companions as well. I've also learned much about your late lovely wife, Elvana. Well, you know her as Elvana Aldemar, but in truth, she was always Elvana Thorani.
Yeah.
Do I recognize the name Thorani?
They are one of the dragon marked houses. There used to only be, well, traditionally there was only one elf dragon marked house, the House Fjarlan. and they had a schism during the war, and Thorani was the split-off house. Now, officially, both of them, their expertise is performance and arts and, bardic music and that kind of stuff. But unofficially, they're like the biggest info gatherers, intelligence ninja organization. So the split between Thorani and House Fjarlin was not amicable, to say the least. There were lots of bloody massacres and daggers in the dark.
Okay. And true, she was always Elvana Ferrani. Didn't she ever tell you that? That she was a spy for a Dractomarked house, feeding them secrets to sell with no more loyalty to you or sire than money could buy? Perhaps that's not fair, after all. I have it on good authority that she has had no sanction to bear your offspring, and when her house superiors heard she died in the day of mourning, they were relieved to have one less loose end to tie up.
Sheesh.
Now I know this must come as a shock to you, but there's no reason to despair. I know all this much more on the subject that may be of interest to you if only we could come to an agreement. You see, I have taken a great personal interest in our mutual friend, the wild, untamed Bryony, and I'd have bid you bring her to me, here at my sanctum beneath Journey's home. I happen to know you're familiar with having spent an evening there not long ago. By all means, feel free to inflict whatever harm and suffering upon her that may stir your passions, but please see that she arrives alive and conscious, for she and I have a great deal to discuss as well. Sincerely, your truest and dearest friend, H.B. Montagnier.
Is he
So
this out loud
jealous.
or what?
Oh no. This one, I don't think that would be Cal's style. This one, you can. I mean, if you guys are watching him, you probably will do a deception versus insight to see if you see the look
Yeah.
across his face.
I mean, I'd probably be upfront about it and be like, what is it?
What is it? What's that? What you got there? What is that? What's in your
Cal's
hand?
Facebook.
Bunch of lies.
It's not cryptic
Really?
at all, but
Can I see?
No.
Oh, come, friend. Why not?
Need to pay a visit to somebody in Journey's home. They've got a lot
Excuse
to
me?
answer for.
what did you just say?
He said
I'm
it.
going to
He said
Journey's
thing.
home.
Journey's home. Do you know what that is?
There not too long back. Seems someone was spying on me.
And you didn't think to mention anything about it?
Okay, well that's not fair. When you did talk about it in the powwow in the previous session, and he did. Danny the player didn't realize that Cal the character had been there, so we had to refresh his memory. But yes, it's the head enclave and headquarters of House Orion, who run the lightning rails, and it's on the coast of Lake Galifar, in the direction of the Eldine Reaches.
Well,
Looks like I need to go talk to a man.
a man. I know the man you speak of.
How's that? Seems to have an interest in you as well.
Hardly surprised to hear that. The interest is mutual. I just didn't know where to find him until now. Luckily, it seems as though you can guide us there.
Tiny and Ren, give me perception checks.
Okay.
Not great.
Bryony, you're too focused on your discussion. It's kind of a big
Really?
deal anyway.
My mind's in a tizzy.
Okay, Ren, and perhaps this makes sense because you're particularly sensitive to this. You see those two pilgrims. Did you see them that I pinged? These two folks.
Yes.
Okay. They are definitely pointing at Arthur with horror, not interest, confusion, the whole mix, but absolute horror, and they seem to be closing their eyes in fear and praying and clutching each other.
Holy shit.
I mean, I won't say that a reaction is totally unpredicated, but I think I will go over and try to, I don't know, calm them down, interact with them in some
Oh
way.
God, Jesus, no! I mean, holy silver flame, no! They run for it at your approach. I mean,
Oh.
you could probably run them down. You've got barbarian speed. Do you
Yeah, run after him, barbarian.
Yes, I'm gonna run them down.
Okay,
Good luck.
well
Chris
then,
runs after him. No, he's okay. It's okay. Come back.
Yeah, I promise. I
Full
swear.
sprints.
all right. Well then, you run them down and roll me an athletics check to see if you can grab these two terrified people.
Okay.
Oh
The
my
guard's
God.
just chilling, this is nothing new.
Well, in fairness, this is
Just playing
happening
tag.
just a little bit down the road.
Why do we always do bad stuff?
And they're a little more
Never do
okay.
bad stuff.
You grab one of the
Mhm.
pilgrims in each of your mighty ham-sized hands, and what do you say to these people who are shaking and cowering with fear?
Like, why are you scared? He's nice. I swear he's nice.
They do not seem to respond or want to look you in the face, and they just are chanting their prayers for forgiveness and protection from the silver flame. And these two guards who are kind of, they don't want to fuck with you, but they're also like, come on, we can't just have him accosting pilgrims on the street. And they're kind of both cautiously pointing their spears at you, like, hey man, hey, can you let him go, please? Please.
I I ask both pilgrims very nicely, if I set you down, will you run away? And I assume they just continue their praying and blubbering, right?
Yes, but the good news is when you set them down, they don't run away because they collapse to their knees and are still cradling each other and praying for forgiveness.
Okay. Well, then I just crouch down in front of them and keep asking them why they're so scared.
Well, the guards then are assisting, like, can you move along? Can you stop frightening these people, please?
Oh, okay.
Please don't make us call, and then they're flanking into position, and this guy's like, but, all right, yeah, but what about this bear? Come on, all right.
At
But
the moment he says bear, I'm just gonna cast polymorph on the bear and turn it into a bunny.
you can assume Arthur is not cooperating with this request.
Yeah, I figured. I was not even gonna bother to talk to the fucker. He's gonna say, no, I don't want to be a bunny. So
Alright,
DC 17 wisdom.
Is it wisdom for real?
Yeah. Arthur is now a bunny. There's no more giant horrifying bear. The
Sure.
civilians are schizophrenic. They don't know what they're talking about.
Oh God, I can't believe you did that. All right. Well, it's actually.
You
If I
can?
may.
Whatever.
can.
Do you know what? It doesn't fuck me up at all. I can definitely bounce back from this. It just makes it a little less fun. It just makes it a little less fun.
Oh.
All right. So I'm
I'm
gonna find a little bunny. Sorry. Hold on. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I sprint over and grab Malik by his lab coat lapels and it's just like, what the fuck did you do? Why did you do that? What did you do to my friend?
Calm
Yes,
down,
absolutely.
friend.
Just
I did
completely
nothing.
not willing to hear him out about even no matter what he says. Ren is just,
No joke. Grab him by the collar. Roll initiative.
oh, you gonna make me fight him this time?
If you wanna.
I mean, it'll be humorous, but yes, I want to see who gets the first. There's no rabbit. There's no rabbit in the thing.
There's no rabbit in the entire compendium.
It
No
doesn't-
bunny.
Maybe that
Holy
checks
shit.
out.
That's actually interesting.
I mean,
Oh
how
damn!
often does it come up? Just 1 second though. This is easily fixed.
Holy shit, you have like a plus a bajillion.
Yeah.
Well, you also have
Nice.
an advantage on initiative, so you can roll
Oh.
it again. Yeah,
No,
because he's a
you did.
barbarian.
You did roll initiative. You rolled an 11 and a 1.
No.
Yeah, that's
11
automatic. That
Yeah.
is.
I can see the roll in there.
Yep. That
Oh,
part
sweet.
is automatic.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's why it was
hilarious.
red.
All right. Well, Malik,
That
looks
is.
like yeah. Boy,
That's funny.
the way opposite end of the spectrum. All right.
I love
Well,
it when that happens.
Ren, when you come at him, Malik has a chance to do something to escape you. Malik, what's your clever plan this time? Same old.
I mean, I have a few ways to go about this, but I'll be unique. I'm not gonna be a boring guy. I'll take so many options to escape with. Yeah, we can do this one. I will use. What can I say? This wisdom. Your wisdom is probably kind of high. So, yeah, Bob will start vomiting smoke out of his mouth.
Gross.
That's original. All right. And then what?
And I'm assuming we're both blinded now, right?
Yeah. I don't think he has anything that tops that. So
Amazing.
do you use the smoke of the cover of the smoke to run for it?
I'll use the cover of the smoke to. Well, I sent it out myself. This is. I mean, yeah, it's just where I am, so. Well, it's actually on him. I can center it on 17 and be blinded. But. Eeny, miny, mo, I feel like going this way. And I'll change my appearance slightly. I'm no longer Bob.
No, bullshit. Attack of opportunity. Just
From who?
Arthur the bunny.
Oh, Arthur, right.
Just a
Yes,
bunny, yay.
Arthur the
Sweet.
bunny is gonna attempt to I mean he misses you, but he attempts to like jump up and hit you. Kick you, I guess.
No.
Okay.
If you're gonna have Arthur fight in bunny form, you've got to do it like the rabbit from the Holy Grail.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he just jumps straight at your throat, Malik, but you manage to definitely avoid it. Now, when he flies, you run off as he flies past you harmlessly and lands in Ren's arms. Ren, you are holding Arthur the bunny, but Arthur the bunny is trying to scrabble out of your arm. He's a big ass fucking bunny, by the way. I mean,
He's a German
a bunny.
rabbit.
God, what are those big fuckers? Like, those
Yeah,
Dutch
German.
ones that are like the size of dogs?
It's a German ones.
All right, well, it's one of those big fuckers. In any case, he is scrabbling in your grip, Ren, trying to escape and get after Malik. He hates Malik so fucking much.
I will say
This
that
feels like
Malik's face. Malik's face has changed from Bob to a less generic one. Now he's no longer Bob, but he's Sam. He looks exact same as Bob, but he has a very big nose and black hair.
All right, but I assume that when you went into Bob, he was wearing not your same outfit, right? Like he had an illusionary.
No, he was. He wears the exact same outfit. Alter Self is physical.
So Sam has a different face, but he's still standing there wearing your lab coat and very distinctive outfit. Okay, all right. No, I was about to say, oh, okay. Then you seamlessly blend into the crowd, but I think not.
Nope. He's not that smart. That's all I'll do though, because I'm not gonna go for combat.
Can I let Arthur the Bunny loose after him? Just to see where he went? Like following hunting dogs?
Yes, because that is precious and adorable, and also you guys aren't needed for this next bit. So, yes, can we all agree that Sam, finger quotes, Ren, and Arthur the Bunny go on a hilarious hijinks chase through the streets of Flamekeep? Which again,
Yes, is about right.
much different than the pitchfork mob I was envisioning. And much more wacky and hijinks. Bundor, as they go off scampering into the distance, hijinkingly, Bundor kind of turns to you guys to get your attention and gravely says, "Well, it's the first opportunity I got. I hate to do it to you all, but I'm gonna have to take the lightning rail from here back to Sharn and report in. Cal, if you want to come back to the company, I know you got other business, but I'll cover for you if you want."
I got things to take care of here. Be back when I
Yeah.
can.
Well, if you ever want to rejoin the Blackville Company once you've taken care of business, you just know who to call, right?
I'll hit you up, Bundor.
Bundor motions for you to come aside with him, Gwendolyn.
And his hammer is in my glove.
Yes.
In my glove.
I'm sorry. He needs that back.
Nope.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah, you got to be kidding me, man. Look, you can have yours back.
No, you can have that one. I'm keeping this one.
It's the symbol of my rank in the Blackwheel Company. You got to give it back.
I'm not giving it back, Bundor. You know I'm going to put this thing to way better use than you will.
I mean, again, if that was the metric we were testing it by, I would say yeah, but that's not what we're talking about. You got to give it back. It's literally like I can't show up to out of character. It's like asking him to show up to a cops meeting and he's lost his badge.
Sounds like a you problem, Bundor.
You should probably give it back. Don't give the old man a hard time.
Give him a hard time.
Give him a really hard time.
You owe me,
help us fight that dragon.
All right. Yeah, he owes you. He owes you. But Cal, you don't need something so paltry. He on the other hand does. And again, he would be the laughing stock of the whole Blackwheel Company if he showed up.
He's already the laughing stock of the whole Blackwheel Company.
Ooh,
you know
burn.
what? That's not true. And you know what? It's just as well that you're not going to hear this tender heart to heart that he's about to have with Gwendolyn, because feel like a real asshole. So yes, Gwendolyn, he motions after Cal begrudgingly gives him back his personal property. He gestures for you to come aside with him. He does seem kind of annoyed with the whole hammer thing, but he puts his hand on your shoulder, Gwendolyn, and he says, "Listen, he's kind of a dickhead, but that Cal guy, he's one of my men, and I don't know if I can trust all the rest of the people he's got hanging around him, but I know I can trust you." And he looks at you, gives you a heartfelt look, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, you can trust me. Why is it you don't trust these people?
Well, I mean, look at them. They're a bunch of weirdos. At least I know that I can rely on you. And he takes out a squat, thick glass bottle, and you immediately recognize, the shape and the label. It's a expensive brand of a type of dwarf liquor called Frost Mantle Fire. It's a spiced whiskey made with iron spice, which is a unique spice native to the Roarholds, where you're from, and it's apparently similar to cinnamon.
Oh. Wait, what was it called? One more time?
Fireball.
Frost Mantle Fire. I will post that. But yes, this particular brand, and it's in one of those like short but extremely thick, like it's like the dwarf of bottles. One of those really thick ass little bottles, and this is a particular brand that, like, I don't know, if you had a relative you hadn't seen in a couple of years, you'd bust out for company.
Nice. Well,
But
thank you,
yeah, it
Bondor.
basically is. He's basically offering this to you.
I'm taking it.
He doesn't always express it, but the freebie insight check that he is imparting to you is that one of the few sincere emotions that Bundor has is a sense of duty towards the men under his command, which Cal, despite being like 3 times his level, is nominally under his command. So that's why he is giving you the heart to heart. If you could just make sure you look after Cal and make sure none of these weirdos backstabs him.
I got it. You can count on me.
True.
I'll make sure that they mind all their P's and Q's. You know me.
All right. Well, then, after having that extremely tender moment, he clutches his +1 Warhammer that he had to pry back from Cal. And again, after just expressing his sincere concern for Cal and Cal's safety, Cal, as he scampers off, he gives you the finger, or the Ebberon equivalent.
I will need my wages before you go, Bundor.
He's not the paymaster. He doesn't have any money. you gotta get back to Stormreach to get paid.
Hang him upside down. Take him out for his lunch money.
I mean,
Yeah,
again,
this guy.
I don't know. Would you guys like you get your paycheck from the HR department? If you dangled your direct supervisor like over a wood chipper, is he going to be able to cough up your paycheck?
Yes, because he's.
I mean,
He
nobody
makes enough
knows.
money that he can cover my paycheck, and then he can collect my pay when he gets back.
Why would he have any money? He got kidnapped and held in bondage.
He's gonna get kidnapped
Whatever.
again if he doesn't pay the man.
All right. Well, Bundor scampers off to the lightning rail station hopefully before Cal decides to. He jumps on this fucking horse and cart over here. He's like, "Get out of here, quick, before the changeling gets us."
Cal just shakes his
Changeling.
head.
Well, yeah, I assume that you are back in your natural form, aren't you, Cal?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So there aren't any like changeling prejudice then.
I mean, again, no more or less than usual. Yeah, there is changeling prejudice. They kind of live as second-class citizens in lots of places. Probably Brayland, where Sharn is located, has probably got one of the more progressive views towards changelings.
But fun fact, the Silver Flame waged war against lycanthropes for a good long while, and some changelings got caught up in the middle of that way back when. Because, they are shapeshifters.
Yep, that's certainly true. One time they found this weird tree that gave them a vision of one of their ancestors' deaths, and Cowles was getting lynched by a pitchfork mob.
Yep.
Vincent's was pretty funny too. He got blown up by artillery fire. Yes, it's actually funny that you mentioned that, because here's another handout for you. What's my toddler? How did she get all the way up here? And I thought I locked the door. So yes, this is the basic rundown on the religion that runs this town.
Right.
Now, Ren and Malik, how does your wacky madcap chase end up?
I mean, every time he gets close, I'll just throw smoke in his eyes or something and keep running.
Well, the thing is that Arthur the Bunny is in front of me. So I'm
Mhm.
following Arthur. So if you were ever going to get smoke in my eyes, it'd be with Arthur the Bunny's giant rodent teeth clamping down on your jugular, because he would have got you first.
That's if he reaches and hits me. I don't think he has much of a high roll. Which is a
Okay, I'm
bunny
sorry.
rabbit. If it was a bear, I'd be horrified. But he's a bunny for now.
That's true, but they're very quick. Not quite as vicious as bears. Guys, hold on one second. I'll be right back. Sorry, just gotta exile a baby.
Oh boy.
Cast off the devil. Oh, my eyes are burning.
Let's put some water on them then.
Almost closing them for a little bit. And eating yogurt covered raisins.
Well, lucky you.
Tasty.
Yeah, I figured.
I have cheesecake.
Yeah, but they're so expensive.
Is everything that's good expensive?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Yogurt
Nothing.
covered raisins.
Yeah. Wait, do you say raisins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
You take
Never
it
mind.
back.
I'm no longer interested.
Chocolate covered raisins are so good though. Or yogurt, the yogurt ones, like
Yeah,
strawberry.
these ones are strawberry and vanilla.
Makes
Real
me
good.
think of a Taylor Tomlinson skit.
Oh.
Give me 1 second.
Too young.
I've got to arrange. How long does the polymorph last?
An hour.
10 hours?
An hour.
Oh,
God, 10 hours would be interesting.
I was so
That's level
nervous
20
for a
ability.
second.
All right. Well, then, can I assume that you are going to make some effort to get through and out of the city and on the road before an hour elapses?
No, I'd probably just, when I feel like it's getting close, I'll just have to say, okay, enough fun. And I'll snap my fingers and the polymorph. And just as quickly, oh god, I'd be careful of this one, or I'll get fucking destroyed. I don't
Oh
want to
my
cast
god, what is
this.
happening?
Shit. Such a bad
I don't know what's
spot.
happening.
I'll just cast fucking mislead again. Only when I'm getting away from this murderous fucking bear.
I mean, you deserve it a little bit, though.
No. I'm a nice
Really?
guy.
Yeah?
I'd never. No. What? No.
All right. Sorry, I had to do some arrangements because, again, you guys, I love it as a DM that you surprised me and didn't. They're not. I had to disperse this mob. There was going to be a pitchfork mob waiting for you guys
Because of the bear.
because of the bear. But no, you've just got Arthur the Bunny. I suppose.
I think you're placing the old Malik everywhere.
That was.
That's the Malik I can use. There we go. Yeah,
All right,
this
pull
one.
out
This
a
is
Malik.
mine.
Pull out a new Malik. Okay. Well, it's just because I made these in advance.
Yeah, I know.
That is true.
Tough
That
pre-planner.
is true.
I will say,
All right.
though, I ended polymorph. Just so you know that.
No, you did not end polymorph yet.
Oh, okay.
No, you lost that opportunity as soon as I had to take like 3 minutes to reset this fucking board, you asshole.
That's fair.
Okay. I don't end polymorph. And I don't cast mislead. And I just keep walking.
Yes, I guess when I said I'm going to assume that you all make efforts to get through and out of the city within an hour was rhetorical. In any case, this is going to happen under different circumstances than I intended, or than I anticipated. But let's see. Surprise! Oops, not the mob. They're not there. Sorry. Yes, the mob situation has been neutralized. But yes, as our merry party, with Malik with Ren holding Arthur the bunny, and Malik just at a shot, like the giant bunny still desperately trying to get out of Ren's arms. This column of holy warriors comes striding up to you all as you cross this bridge. Now, if you're wondering why those dudes are giant, it's not because they're giant, it's because they're riding horses.
Okay.
Mhm.
They are mounted. Yes, and I can actually...
Oh.
Cal, roll me a religion check with advantage.
Oh boy.
Wish me luck, guys. Oh, looky there.
Hey. Okay, good. Then that one guy doesn't need any explanation. The nameplate says it all. He's obviously a knight of the Silver Flame, but you can tell that this robed fellow riding a horse back here is a exorcist of the Silver Flame. As you guys start to approach, the knight out front holds up his hand and says, "Peace."
What's up?
Yo,
What's good?
Cal just arches an eyebrow.
Okay, so we got a couple of sarcastic replies and an arched eyebrow.
Yeah, sounds about right. Have you met us?
Well,
All right.
Malik
Well,
just hide behind Cal.
the knight dismounts and approaches you, Al. You seem to be the person that he is focused on, and he looks you over, not judgmentally, but like kind of makes a nod to himself, like, "Yep, this is who we're looking for." As he walks up to you.
Can I help you?
He gestures for you to just maybe take a step closer. He's looking around like he's worried about people, overhearing. You can roll me an insight check to see if it seems like he's up to mischief.
I'll kill you.
Nope. He is definitely, there's no treachery in his actions whatsoever. He seems genuinely concerned about, other people overhearing, possibly these townsfolk and so forth on. Which I want you guys to admire the various townsfolk icons. Some of them have like hooded inquisitors that would have yelled at you guys. Yeah, here's one. Yes, see, they're all hidden in the crowd now, but they have no reason, no pretense, unless Malik just decides to go, haha, wouldn't it be funny? If I dropped a polymorph. Well, I mean, you definitely could, and it would be a real riot. But also, he would absolutely attack you, and in his proper bear form.
Yeah, but I'd probably run away.
That's fair. Anyway, Cal, after you come over to where he can speak to you privately, or as privately as possible, he says, "I have been sent to retrieve you. And then he stops and looks around again. The keeper of the flame herself. I would have preferred not to tell you that, but doing so was her explicit command. I don't know why the holiest one would call upon one such as you, but I can assure you this is no inquisitorial ruse. Please, come with us in peace. And even if you can't be grateful for the blessing of laying eyes upon her in person, please hear her out nonetheless, for she speaks the truths of the Silver Flame itself."
Cal takes a deep breath, looks back over to the party, and just kind of waves his hand. Come on, everybody.
Where to?
Gonna go see a little girl.
Excuse me?
That doesn't sound so bad.
what?
Yep. Oh my God, that's a great place to we're gonna actually call it real quick. But that's a great place to leave it. Is Cal saying, we're going to go see a little girl. I'm going to explain when we pick back up and we do the exposition as you guys go up to the cathedral. I will explain that comment. But yes, you guys can be in suspense until then.
Dun dun dun. Bryony's gonna be very uncomfortable. She cannot stand religious people.
This will be
Oh, yeah,
uncomfortable
well.
for Gwendolyn.
And they're armed too. Real uppity type of
Zealots.
holy people. Yeah, you can see there's all the sorts of holy rollers and religious fanatics all throughout the crowd. So hopefully you guys can. Again, this battle map, we might have gotten more use out of under different circumstances. But we also have until next game for Malik to decide when he's going to be a funny boy and drop the polymorph of Arthur the Bunny.
I'm thinking any moment.
Probably
If
as
I-
soon
if
as
I
we
know
get to the
Malik.
Flame Keeper.
You want to see a party trick, little girl?
It's 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna go
Okay,
very
well
good.
then, yeah. Again, now you guys also have until next session to decide if you think that's a good idea, or if you.
Oh,
anyone
definitely
wants
not.
to.
Oh, it's
Okay.
definitely a good idea, but
Wouldn't, but
I hate how you know my plans.
Oh, right, but at
We know
least
you.
we'll pick it up with you guys getting wisdom checks to see if anybody anticipates this issue. But yeah, good game. We
sounds
got
good.
through exactly what I wanted to today. Al, what'd you think of Montagne's letter? Pretty infuriating,
Pissed.
huh?
Yeah.
Pissed. Fuck
Um,
that guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill a bitch.
Oh, come
Well,
on.
yeah,
Let me get the
going-
last strike.
Well,
Gonna
it's
kill a
funny that
bitch.
you didn't even think to ask. So sure were you in your convictions. But what I was gonna have prepared to say was obviously, if she was a member of House Thrani, she never told you about it at all. And
Right.
you know that she obviously isn't dragon marked because she was your wife you had a child with. And
Right.
You probably would have noticed that at some point. But as far as the rest of it, there's no telling if it's actually true or not. Because if she was a House Thrani super spy, you wouldn't know, would you?
Unless she was secretly a changing too, and she was able to hide her dragon mark by shapeshifting.
Well, that's. I mean, then she wouldn't be a member of House Thrani because
Oh,
you'd
that's
have to be
true.
an elf.
That's
Well, you could hide with a spell, couldn't you? Like alter self. You could alter your physiology.
It's impossible. I mean, you could alter yourself into an elf of the dragon marked bloodline, but you wouldn't necessarily have a dragon marked. Not every heir of the house necessarily manifests one. Like Bundor, for instance, is a heir of House Kundarak, but he doesn't have a dragon mark.
Isn't a dragon mark just like a permanent ink tattoo or something? Or like a birth scar?
That's another thing that you guys seem to have a misconception about. You don't voluntarily get a dragon mark. You only have a chance of getting it if you are born into those families of the house, dragon marked houses.
Well, yeah,
And
like,
it's not even.
how
It's
is
not
it-
a certainty that you will develop one. It does so spontaneously. It does at different points in different people's lives. It could be like puberty, like mutants from X-Men, or it could be, in reaction to some experience or something when you get older. It's never identical experience for everyone who develops a dragon mark. And where it is going to, where it develops also is not in your hands either. You guys just picked for flavor purposes.
Well, yeah, but let's say I kill someone for dragon mark on their forehand. I cut off their skin where the dragon mark is. Where does this dragon mark go? Somewhere
Doesn't go
else on the body? So it just stays
it
on
would
the
be
skin?
so it would essentially lose its power once you flayed the person. It would still look like a tattoo, but it would have no magical abilities whatsoever. I happen to know this one because the idea of flaying them in such a way that you could transfer the dragon mark has been a plot line in one of the novels. So it's not impossible, but it's
Great minds think alike.
It requires one of its own. It requires its own specialized science. So you would have to start, downtime clock on researching that, and you'd have to ask your dragon mark friends if you could flay them.
No.
Well, who's time to do to my friends?
Well, you got me there. You could just find random dragon mark people who I'm sure would just disappear without a trace, without anybody noticing.
No,
Definitely.
they're not level 20 or anything. No, they're just, civilians. Little kids.
Yes. All right, Malik, we're going to put it on that ever-growing list of I'm not saying no.
I definitely
But
don't
you
know
gotta-
anybody who's dragon marked.
Well, no, not yet. It's
No.
probably a way to, identify them.
Well, Gwendolyn, you haven't outed yourself, and you haven't necessarily talked about your business.
Nope.
But there are visual clues beyond the dragon mark itself in your appearance. For instance, your special Pandoric ward axe is made with a little bit of Cyberus dragon shard in the center, and it's stamped with the emblem of the house.
But again, just
Hmm.
just because I'm part of the house doesn't mean I'm dragon marked.
This is true, but the Cyberus, you're right, but the Cyberus dragon marked or the Cyberus dragon shard bit would not have any benefit if you weren't dragon marked. Similarly, you know how you have that brooch of shielding?
Oh yeah, I do have that.
Right, that I updated the description in your equipment because it's not technically a brooch of shielding, although it does have that exact same effect. It's called a warding brooch. It also has a Cyberus dragon shard in it, and it acts as a warding brooch only for somebody that has the dragon mark of House Kandaric.
Yeah, but would Malik know all that though?
Not necessarily, but potentially. He would have a solid shot of looking at you and putting those together. But we'll leave that for
It's
next time because
interesting.
I super gotta pee. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
You guys
Good
all
game.
take it easy.
Good game,
Thanks.
good game.
Talk to you
Bye.
guys
Thank
later.
you.
Bye.
Ideas.
Peace out.